It's finally UFC 319 fight week, and finally we get Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev, and that's what I'm going to be breaking down right now and kind of giving my prediction for. And honestly, I think there's only two ways that this fight's going to go. Either Dricus is going to survive the first round, which was my original pick, that's what I thought before, that Dricus was going to survive the first round and he's going to get a TKO in either the second or third probably. Or Khamzat's just going to submit him in the first round. And before, my pick was that Dricus was going to survive the first round just because he's this big-ass bodybuilder looking dude and that he'd be able to, like he's always so well prepared because we even saw with the Strickland rematch that he game plans and prepares so well. Like you could see a clear difference from their first fight and their second fight. It was a complete mismatch. So trusting DDP's preparation and game plans and the fact that he's a big-ass middleweight and that he's way bigger than Usman, who's not a real 185er, Whitaker, who's he's not small, but he's not a big 185er. So I thought that with his preparation and the fact that he's so big, that he'd be able to just survive because we know he's going to get taken down. He's gotten taken down by Whitaker, Brad Tavares, and I think Darren Till. I think he took him down too. But so we know that he's going to get taken down, but it's just a matter of him surviving, which I thought that he was going to survive. But now when I think about it more, I'm changing my pick. I think Khamzat's going to choke him out in the first round. So the reason I think that is, even though you can have so much preparation, you can prepare for the cardio, and that's one thing that he can't control. You can control how good your cardio is on the ground. And you can put in the rounds, you can switch guys in, like have him like wrestle with you for a round, switch him out for another guy so he's fresh. So you're always having a fresh guy grappling with you. But your Dricus, it's literally impossible to get a guy that can replicate what Khamzat does. You can't prepare for what Khamzat's going to do. The speed, the intensity, and Khamzat's not even that big, but he is strong. Like from so many people, everyone says he's so strong, which I would say that's, I don't think I could say it on here. I'll just say mentally ill strength that he just has, where he's just kind of a psychopath and that he can just take any big dude down. And we've seen too, like with Usman against Buckley. Buckley he's fucking jacked and bulky. He's like the Hulk. And that didn't stop Usman from being able to take him down easily. And again, Khamzat controlled and almost submitted Usman in the first round of their fight. I think it was a 10-8 round. So I think that there's just going to be a skill discrepancy. Like you can't prepare for how high level Khamzat's grappling is. And I think it's going to be one of those deals where people are almost in a way I feel like maybe overestimating Dricus' ability on the ground. Yeah, he's a good grappler. He submitted Izzy, which Izzy has no fucking ground game, so that doesn't matter. He got controlled by Brad Tavares, which again, that was 4 years ago. But how much more can you improve? Like, can you go from getting taken down and controlled by Brad Tavares to surviving the first round with Khamzat Chimaev? You know what I mean? Like even Sean O'Malley, there was always questions about his grappling against Peter Yan. He got taken down pretty easily. Then he won the title from Aljo, and then you skip over to the Merab fight. And Merab, it was kind of like, O'Malley's grappling would be good enough at this point. Like he's improved enough over this amount of time that he should be able to, survive or not get taken down or get back up to his feet against Merab. And that obviously wasn't the case. So, but it was just because Merab's on a different level, but so is Khamzat. Khamzat's just on a different level than these other guys. Because I even thought with like Whitaker had 2 camps. He had 2 training camps to prepare for Khamzat. Because the fight was scheduled for June. Khamzat pulls out. Whitaker was still able to have a full training camp. Then they rebook it for October. He has another full training camp. 2 training camps to prepare for Khamzat. He still gets choked out and taps like a bitch in the first 3 minutes. So it's like, I don't think that because Whitaker, he's always known to be a good grappler, and even recently against Reinier de Ridder, he was able to stuff, I think, I think DeRitter went like 2 of 15 on takedowns. So he's still, like, against everybody else, he's had great grappling. But against Khamzat, he just was completely overwhelmed and got his teeth broken. So I just don't think that Dricus is going to be able to prepare in any way for the skill level of Khamzat. Now, if it goes past the first round, I think it's guaranteed that Dricus will win, because Khamzat, even if Khamzat prepares to like try to improve his cardio so that it's better, he expends so much energy in the first round. It's physically impossible to expend that much energy and not get somewhat fatigued or tired. Because then in the second round against Usman, he literally just stood there doing his little switching stances, just kind of moving around, maybe throw a low teep kick, maybe throw a little low kick. He didn't do anything. I think he threw like 10 fucking strikes the whole round. But what made it worse was that Usman didn't do anything else either. He was scared. It was just, but Dricus, even if he's tired, if he survives and he's tired, he's kind of fatigued, Khamzat will just be standing there doing whatever. But Dricus is just going to keep being like he's just going to keep going. It doesn't matter. That's one thing how I was saying, the cardio, like the grappling cardio, he'll be able to control. So if he's able to survive, even though it's such a high pace and intensity, he can prepare for that, like in terms of cardio, to where he can still throw out shots and have a decent output after that first round. So I think if it goes past the first round, Khamzat's fucked, because his stand-up is overrated, and we saw him getting like tagged a few times by Usman. And like, imagine if Usman like put his foot on the gas and went at Khamzat in that second round. Like, what would have happened? And then, like, this is what I'm saying. Then imagine Dricus if he was in that fight and he survived the first round and Khamzat fought the way he did in that second round where he just kind of stayed there, didn't do anything. Imagine what Dricus would do to him with a high output, because it's undeniable Dricus has elite striking, even though it looks awkward. He has elite striking. He'll be able to easily outstrike Khamzat. So if it gets to that point, I think it's guaranteed Dricus will TKO him. But I just don't think that... you never know. He could whip out a flying knee in the first 15 seconds. That's what I would do. But I just don't think he's going to be able to handle the intensity and the skill of Khamzat on the ground. And it's not going to be a matter of, preparing with all these different guys and, getting your cardio up, all that. Like, you just cannot prepare for it. And I think Dricus is going to be shocked when he gets taken down and feels what it's like. So I think if my final prediction is going to be Khamzat by first round submission. But if it goes past the first round, Dricus will win by TKO or knockout. So that's kind of my breakdown and prediction of Dricus versus... So that's my breakdown. That's my prediction. We're so close. It's finally going to be here. And I cannot wait whenever they're finally in the octagon, staring each other down. Khamzat might be on the ground doing the little terrifying smile, stare down, whatever thing. But yeah, Khamzat first round submission. That's just what I think is going to happen. Stay tuned for more content, because I'm going to be making more videos like this, original content mixed in. I'm still going to do a lot of highlights like I've been doing, but I'm going to mix in this original content with the highlights. So expect more, probably 2 to 3 videos a week maybe from now on. So yeah, can't wait. We only got a few more days.